Oh, hello, welcome to Kerbal Space Program. So, in the last episode, I landed on the moon, right? Now, there's been a bit of time that has progressed since that episode. So, some things have changed. Specifically, my attitude towards the lives of Kerbals. I have been exchanging lives for science. So, that's a thing. But I have questions, right? So I'm going to go ahead and list a series of questions whilst I show you what's been changing, okay? So in the research development, I am now here. I've got heavier rocketry, propulsion systems, heavy rocketry, fuel systems, advanced construction for the nose cones, although I haven't been using them so much, advanced flight control, space exploration, which I haven't really utilized too much, the docking clamp, which I haven't, again, used too much, and some extra power stuff, including a static solar panel. But the one I really want are the foldy out ones, you know? They're the ones I really want, because then I feel like a spaceship. I don't even know what that is. Programmable control to manage a number of parts across your vessel. So, I mean, if I just turn that on and off, would it turn on everything that it's linked to, I guess? I guess. Blue! Right, okay. So that's how I'm doing with the research. I just need to recruit some more lives. Come on, guys. I like the idea of having a lot of people on my ship, right? I like that. Now, if we go to the tracking station, you're going to see a bit of a problem. I have stranded more than a few in space. We have a little bit of an issue. And what happened was I got to the point where I was like, can I just get some ships up into orbit that have some fuel on them still? So if you can see here, you can see I've made a few trips to the moon, and I've got some stuck on the surface, some in orbit. Some of these in orbit are have fuel, some of them don't. So you know that's a little bit of an issue. Some have crashed on the surface. I can't get these circles to line up flat. I don't know how that works. I haven't figured it out. I assume when I'm at this point of the orbit, I need to move it down somehow, but haven't figured it out. I've got some people stuck around Kerbin as well. They're all trapped, so yeah, we got ourselves a little bit of an issue. But let's just let's take one of my more recent rockets up for a spin, and I'll show you what's going on. So I've killed a lot of people. I'm not going to lie. My space program is deadly. So the most recent one I've been working on is Deep Space Table. Okay. This is one I just rusted up last night, but this is not the one we're going to be taking, okay? And you can see here that I've been trying to get a lander... Hang on, that's wrong. Because I've been trying to get a lander working, but those engines there are on the wrong spot. They need to be on the tank. So let's just reposition those and save that. This is not the rocket we'd be taking up in this episode. We'll take this up in the next one. Let's put those there and just save that. The one we're taking is the generation before, which was called Fuel Station. Remember I said that the ship was going to just be heading up into space... just to refuel. Now you can see it's got quite a lot of bits. It's also got this extra crew cabin. It's got a lander. Now the lander is a little bit of an older design. You can see I've got the 2 tanks and only the 1 engine, and it's very narrow, the landing legs. But we're going to give it a go. So let's fill it full of too many people. We've got a pilot. I need a... Right, so we want an engineer. We want a scientist. Let's have another scientist. Let's have another engineer. We need a pilot for the landing can. And the crew cabin can just be pilot and an engineer. Excellent. There we go. So we've got quite a few people going up with this one. Let's go ahead and check my stages. So with the... Here's a question, right? If you go to build, look at these engines, right? And tell me, from these engines that I have, what's the best for getting me out of an atmosphere? Oh... That one looks... Why have I never used that one? That one looks fantastic. 2,000 thrust. What's that compared to a mainsail? 1,500. Oh, oops. Why have I not used the twin-bore liquid fuel engine? I'm such a numpty. Okay, but I normally use Terriers in space, but they don't seem to have much kick. But you tell me, are they the best engines to use in orbit? Or should I use like something different, like a Kodiak or a Poodle? And which of these engines is the most economical? Which one will give me the most thrust time? What's the best? Just tell me. I don't have the nuclear engines. Right, we're off to launch. Otherwise, we're going to be here all day. I'm going to do this one take for good or ill. We're going to have one space mission. I'm not going to do quick loads and quick saves. Well, maybe I will. But mostly, let's just see. Let's just see. I might just kill them. I don't like loading if I make a mistake. I kind of feel like their lives are forfeit, and that's just how the space program is. So let's just see how we get on. There's been a couple of technological discoveries in how things work. Like, I'm gonna have to revert the flight. I have to revert the flight because there's something extra I can put on this, and it will really help me out. I put on the maneuvering thrusters, and I use them whilst I'm climbing. So look, I'll show you. So we've got this tank here. That's the main one. It gets really wibbly wobblies. Let's go to fuel. I need monopropellant on those bits. And let's just go to 4. Oh no, let's just go to 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, so now it goes to 2. Okay. Come on, just let me put you on. Come on, just let me... Okay, I'll just do 2. It's fine. Why are you complaining? Just go there. Let's just whack a few on. 2. Why are you not... Okay, let's have that much monopropellant. And I'm just going to put on some thrusters. Where do they hide? What menu are you in? Ah! So what we do is we go to these, and then we just whack some on here. Like so. And then we whack some up here. Like so. Let's just make sure they're on both sides. Yes, they are. And I'll grab some more monopropellant because it's my friend. And I'll just put them in like this. There we go. Perfect. Now let's save that. And let's get launching. Yeet. Did I save it? I think I saved it. 7 minutes in and we haven't even got into space yet. Don't worry. I've also been working on my rocket. I want to call them rocket turns. My getting into orbit turns, I've kind of been working on those a little bit to try and conserve fuel. Because if you just go straight up, you've got to burn more fuel to get into orbit. So I've been trying to be more economical with my rocket turns and get them done right. Have I got it perfect? I definitely improved. I definitely feel more confident in the game. I feel like I've started playing this at the right time so that I should be super good by the time Kerbal 2 comes out, in which case that would be amazing. So let's put this on. I'm going to assume that my stages are fine, but I think there's a problem later on. Engine up. And I'm going to start turning immediately. Not too drastically, just going to start turning because I feel like with this one, when I start building up too much speed, I can no longer turn. So I turn whilst I can. I don't have as many fins as I should on this one. I feel like fins really do help me. But there we go, we're off. The inspiration behind this build was the beginning of Star Trek Enterprise. You know the one? How's the song go? You know we're all here, flying through the spacey space. Our ships are not very good, but we're doing it for the human race. Space. That's not how the intro goes. I can't remember how the spot. You know how it is. It's like, nah, 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 never gonna fly around in spacey space, flying round in spacey space. never hire me to write a song because that's what you'll get. I feel like I need to rewatch the intro to Star Trek Enterprise because that doesn't feel right. On a side note, what the hell has happened with Discovery? And why has Discovery done what it's done and made not Star Trek and called it Star Trek? And why did J.J. Abrams turn Star Trek into casual, palatable sci-fi action? It's not Star Trek. What happened there? I used to be a really big fan of Star Trek, and now I can't bring myself to watch this new stuff. It's just cringy fest. I really, really liked Star Trek. Like, really liked it. Damn it. And I really like Star Wars as well. I've got some issues with that. Not as bad, but I'm having trouble getting behind the new ones. I'm having trouble. So as you can see, my rocket turn is absolutely delicious. What else am I having trouble with? Indiana Jones and the Crystal Skull. I can't... Oh, what was that? Just so many things that are painful to me. Just painful, painful, painful. What's another one that got me? Can't remember. Sorry about that rant. It's my flying into orbit rant right there. So you can see my turn's pretty good. It's not straight up, but it's not as over as it should be. Right, we're going to lose our solid fuel boosters any moment. Let me just check my stages. I can't see because of all the fire. Yep. And then they will be the liquid engines, which will go next. But first, let's do the solid fuel engines. Don't break. Ooh! Oh, I got clipped a little bit, but I'm okay. That's fine. So once these liquid boosters run out, we can jettison them. And then we're going to turn into wiggly mode, which you will find rather amusing, I'm sure. Here we go. Jettison the larger tanks. Off they go. They just fall away like so. And you can see like I'm a very wiggly looking sausage. Let's activate the next engine, but let's turn our engine thrust off first. They have peeled away beautifully. They are more of my favourite solid fuel boosters. I'm just going to ease a little bit of thrust away from those suckers. Okay, so I'm going to turn on my manoeuvring thrusters. And we're going to use some monopropellant to turn into... No, I need to see that. Stay up. Let's just turn horizontal. Thank you, monopropellant. The engine's also doing a little good. I'm just burning a little bit of fuel just to get a little bit of manoeuvring thrust out of that sucker. And we're just going to go horizontal to the horizon. And then we're off. There we go. And I should jettison this nose cone. Hey, hold your position. Deploy. Boop. Now we've got some more of those things. And I'm just going to throttle up. And then we're going to wiggle. Oh, here goes the wiggles. So why did those engines wiggle as much as you saw? I hear you say? Well, all will become apparent. But I'm just going to go ahead and burn all the fuel in this. And let my stabilizing thrusters with my monopropellant do the work. It's a very long ship. Oh, and now we can go ahead and turn our lights on. Whee! And there's another section somewhere as well. Yeah, this section here. Lights on. There we go. So this, to me, feels very much like a starship. This feels like a starship to me. I'm very happy with this ship. The next one isn't so exciting, I'll be honest. I should really tweak that one, or maybe just show you as it is. Wait, what's... Why is that engine sticking out so bad? Oh! Something happened. It was sticking out and then it blonked in. Okay. Right, let's jettison this booster section. See ya. Now, let's just check. You're on... That will jettison that section. But first, let's turn on our engine. There we go. There goes that tail section. Thank you. I love that triple fuel tank thing that I had on that. I really like that look. And I think I'm going to integrate that on my boosters somehow. So there we go. We're kind of off and going. We've got to try and get into orbit. I think I'm using a little bit too much fuel here. But I don't want to necessarily decelerate. So I think I'm just going to keep accelerating. I've got some extra fuel. Let's make sure that you're the one. Yeah, you've got oxidizer. If you don't have oxidizer in your tank, you won't use the liquid fuel. You need both. Just saying. So let's see if I can do my Enterprise thing. We've come a long way flying around from here. Yeah, you see it. Nacelles. Look at that for a spacefaring vessel. How good is that? Spaceship table. I don't know if this lander works, by the way. I can't tell you if it works. So, once this section's done, this port is not an engine, it's a docking port, because the idea of rescuing people at a later date is necessary and important to me. I'm worried about not getting into orbit now, so let's cut that engine, okay? And then I'm going to activate these engines with the thrust off, obviously. And then let's go to the Apopopos and thrust on prograde. Okay? That's what we're going to do, because we need to get to the moon. These are all one-way trips, by the way. I don't even put heat shields on for re-entry on my ships anymore, because I don't expect them to get back. I don't expect my people to survive. And I know it's a bit ruthless of me. It's also incredibly entertaining. So look, my speed's 1300 now. It's really low, but we've got the more engines, so Let's just position, and then we can do a full burn. I love my spaceship. Okay, we good? Let's go. Look at it. It's something really nice. I'm so glad that the fuel lines stretch as well. I'll be honest, the whole nacelle thing, I just really like it. I should incorporate it more into my builds. But maybe not a triple nacelle. Oh, did we just hit orbit? Yeah, we did, didn't we? Sweet, we're good. What's that height? Yeah, that's fine. Okay, now we've got to try and get ourselves to the moon. So, set target. Now, here's another question I have. Do I do it on the D end, ascending node? Ascending node? I don't get what that is. I'm here, so I'm going to try it on the ascending node. I'll add a maneuver. And then, what we will do is, I guess I do this and just pan that out. Oh, that's too far. And bring it back a bit. And then do I just mouse wheel on that center section? No, it does nothing, so I have to just click and hold. And I just try and spin this round until it, like, sort of does a thing. But I don't know how to make it do the thing, you know? I need it to, like, force an encounter with the moon. Oh! What's that? Is that something? Yeah, I think that's something. Let's click this bit. We're going to get any... Oh! Oh, wait, no. There is one. I just can't see it. No, that's just shooting me off into space. Shite. I need something to... Come on, moon. Alright, let's... Ah, there we go. That's what we needed to see. We need to see this. Good, so we have our maneuver. So in 42 minutes, we have to thrust for 1 minute and 9 seconds. I want to say for the record, if I can do this shizness, you can do this shizness. Trust me, because it feels very complicated. But if I can do it, you can do it, without a doubt. So, we have to fast forward time till we get to near this node burn time, right? And then I told by a YouTube video I looked, and the guy is a scientist, so I thought, you know what, I'll listen to him. You thrust half the time of the burn time, you thrust before the time. So we've got 1 minute 9, so at 1 minute, so at 35 seconds, that's when you start thrusting. So now all we've got to do is speed up time a little bit to that time. And then we need to thrust at target. No, at maneuver, sorry. Almost made a boo-boo there. 28 minutes. And you want to give it you've got to, when you slow down time, it doesn't stop instantly. Like, it takes time to slow down. The faster you're going, the longer it takes to slow down. So you've got to be a little bit careful of that fact. So at 4 minutes, I'll click that. You don't maneuver whilst in fast time. I've learnt this. There we go. I don't mind using monopropellant at all. You can be pretty liberal with it if you put on extra tanks. And I just think it's amazing. It's easily so useful. And you toggle it on and off with RCS. Right, so we're 2 minutes from our maneuver. 2 minutes 40. Coming off on 2 minutes. So remember at 35 again, we want to go to full thrust. So let's just get this down to about 45 seconds. There we go. So 35, 2, 1, we go. So the RCS will keep us on target, and we will thrust. See this? This little tick will turn green, and at that point we need to stop. That's simple. So this engine is going to run out before my 3 Star Trek engines, my nacelles, does. So when this is finished, I'm going to get rid of it to lighten the load of my ship whilst we're maneuvering. Oh, I like my spaceship. It's just, it feels like such a spaceship. Maybe it's because I've got so many crew on board. Right, that is done. Let's decouple. See ya, engine. And we continue with our maneuver. So you can see this is a docking bay. So it's definite Starship material. How are we doing? Still quite a lot of burning to be done. But I've got lots of fuel, lots of monopropellant. No issue. You can see that I'm using very little monopropellant for these maneuvers. Okay, let's keep an eye now. Let's keep an eye. Dun, 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 dun. I don't know if this... Oh, all the monopropellant is on that thing. Does it have any maneuvering thrusters? I don't think it does. Oh, it does. Good. Here we go. We're coming up on it. Wait for it. So I want to get it around 0.2. Oh. Good enough. Okay, maneuver success. So now the starship table needs to... We need to warp to this maneuver point. Now, sometimes it goes past and sometimes it stops. I don't understand what causes that or how I can tell it to warp to encounter. Like, warp here? Is that actually going to work? Have I just discovered something? Look at all the stranded people in space. So will this stop? Oh! Fantastic. Okay, so now we need to go retrograde. And what we're going to do is we're going to thrust and slow ourselves down so that we get caught in the moon's orbit. So here we go. So this should bend round. Hopefully. Please bend round. Please. How much fuel have I got? Okay, I still got some fuel. Come on. Let's get into orbit. Come on. And... Come on. I've got to stop soon. I'm going to stop there. So I'm not quite in orbit. So what we'll do is we'll warp a little bit more. And I'll see if I can't figure this out a little bit. Because what I want to do is be in orbit and send my lander down. And see if they can survive. I'll do one more warp. I hate when there's those... I hate it when there's those pauses and then you're suddenly moving really, really fast. Go. There we go. Now we're in orbit. Fantastic. So let's just bring this in. Lovely. So we are now in a pretty good orbit. I want to be a little bit lower down than that, to be honest. So let's go around again to this bit. And then we will burn at this point to bring that other side in. That should be enough. And let's go. Lovely. It's a little bit tight there. No, it's not. It's fine. That's not a high orbit at all. Okay, so we're in orbit. And if I'm not mistaken, we're at a good spot over the planet. It's very light. So we need to take control of this module and fly this sucker down. This is where I don't really know what I'm doing. Okay, so let's see how we get on. Let's say goodbye. Say your farewells, guys. It's unlikely that you're going to see this lander guy again. They're probably going to die. Let's decouple node. Okay, so now I need to take control of this. Let's set it as a target. No, I need to take control of this sucker. So, fuel station lander, yes. Switch to. Okay, there we go. Oh, man. Okay, so we've got our little maneuvering thrusters. So we need to go retrograde. And then we're going to slow down. But won't we collide with this if we do? I need to turn this way a little bit. Let's let's just do this a little bit. I just need to thrust towards the planet ever so slightly. No! The engine isn't activating. Whoa! Whoa! Okay. The engine activated. Bye, spaceship. Bye. Oh, no. Never going to see you again. Can I turn the lights on in here? Lights on. There we go. You got some light now. You've just been sitting in there in the dark. Okay. So let's go prograde. Retrograde, sorry. And then let's bring us down. We are speeding up. We don't want to speed up. We want to slow down. There we go. My little putt-putt engine. I'm going to run out of fuel. I'm definitely going to run out... Oh, no. Why is it... It doesn't have much fuel in these tanks. Just get me to the surface. Come on. Don't run out. Oh. It's not much. Come on, come on. I need to land on the light side. I need to land on the light side. Eep. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, maybe I should just burn it until I'm going straight down. Stop, 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 table. Too much. Too much. Okay. Landing legs out. Oh, God. Oh, man. How am I going to land this? Okay, so now we just speed up time a little bit. That's the wrong way. And down we come. We're building up a lot of speed. And I don't have much fuel. This is an issue for me. I did think that these fuel tanks... Look at my solar panel positioning. Look at that. That's so hodgepodge. That is so hodgepodge. Okay, let's just speed up time a little bit. I'm going to smash into that ground so bad, aren't I? There's no way I'm going to make this. I'll just try and bleed off. I'm just going to have to try and burn off all the fuel, aren't I? Okay, I guess we're just going to have to use it. 5, 4, 3, 2... 1, and we have run out of fuel. You, Stafford Kerman, maybe I can. Oh, maybe I can get some tech first. EVA right now. EVA. Maybe if you jump off at the right moment, you'll be okay. Let's take some science readings. I might be able to communicate some science back. I've got no science equipment on here. I've only got a transmitter. Oh no. EVA report. No science. Okay. We'll wait to the last possible moment and I will jump. Okay? I'm going to jump. Space to let go. And then I'll activate my RCS backpack. Okay? And hopefully that will allow me to survive. I've never tried this. I suspect it's going to work flawlessly. 4,300. Okay, time to let go. Let go, let go. Oh! Oh! Oh, Stafford! Stafford, no! Oh, Stafford! Stafford is gone. Where is fuel? Fuel station. Let's switch to you. Hello? Fuel station. I want to take over you. Hello? Can I take over you, please? Okay, tracking station. I'm going to try and land the big ship, okay? I'm going to try and land it. Because it's got like a tripod of engines. So that should be okay, right? Man, I feel so sorry for that lander pilot. Stafford. You're dead. I'm glad they said their goodbyes before they decoupled. Because that was... do you know what, actually? I'm going to leave the USS Table Prize in orbit. I'm not going to take it down. I'm going to leave it in orbit in an attempt to start building some kind of space station orbiting the moon. That's kind of what I'm doing here. I want to try and get these bits together and build stations that I can dock at and travel between. We're getting there. We're getting there. It's all right. We just have a few ships that are stuck. So I'll revisit the lander. We'll take the newer rocket up for a spin. And we'll see how we get on with that. In the meantime, I've been Table. I hope you've enjoyed what you've seen here today. And I'll see you again soon with another video. Take care. Woo, woo, woo.